Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. Return starts from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff running right. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down play coming up for this offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Second down, we're going to throw it. Running, he's going for a big play downfield. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Boy, just like that, we've got a big play already here by this offense. Not afraid to take some shots downfield. They hit it. They got great field position now.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Ball handed off. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
They'll try the right here. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And the runner takes off to his right. The junior able to bring him down quickly. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. And they pick up the first on the ground. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, and it'll be fourth down. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Movement here from the tight end. A running play called on fourth down. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon. We come out into playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here's the handoff. We're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Terrapins have first and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's on the run. Launches deep. Incomplete, almost a first down interception here on the opening drive.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
Receiver in motion now. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Now it's second down here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Quarterback looking to scramble. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And the quarterback dropping back. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? They're going to run it. And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Here's the second down play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play, and they drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum and a chance at a big play.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Tackled after a short return at the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
Well, your best player has got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
Bringing pressure. And is intercepted. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback in this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Tackle made after a big gain.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And the Sox were able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looks like he's going to run it. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. The Ducks looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Receiver makes the catch. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Tight end goes in motion. They'll run it to the right side. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Nice job here by this back picking up a first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs, and they're still trying to live up to that to this day.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Using his legs on the scramble. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They'll look to throw it here on second down. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. This one will be fair caught. Maryland offense is back out on the field now. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. The pocket breaking down. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10 here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two, and that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running back grabs it on a screen. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there. Timeout is called to Duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. And the Terrapins will line up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. He'll take a deep shot here. It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Terrapins. And now here comes the point after attempt. With the extra point, they're down 14-7 now. There's a pickoff team. Let's see if they give their returner opportunity to bring this back. They'll return it from inside the 5. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They're just able to stop him, but that is a great return there. He's a dangerous guy with the football. It's a great spot to start this drive. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. The pass rush closing in. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. The Ducks come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He's running. There's a shot toward the end zone. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
Pretty good job here by the quarterback of just getting away from the sack and throwing that ball away to live for the next down. I really thought he was going to be brought down. They had such good pressure on him. But once again, you can see the mobility of this young man and what he's capable of doing. So, incompletion, but at least it's not a negative play or a turnover.
The Ducks will bring their punt team on the field now. Returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Lofting it toward the left sideline. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Hit as he released it. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the 1st half. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Ducks will kick it off to begin the 2nd half. Returner decides to fair catch this. Offense is back out on the field now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Inside the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins.
That's taking advantage of a matchup there, Chris, by the quarterback finding his receiver. He puts the ball up in the air where he can make a play on it, and they come up with that touchdown.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner will be brought down.
That return backfires on him. Now their offense is stuck with the ball inside their own 10.
And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Here comes a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Second down play coming up. Dropping back, it's Brown. He's going to pull it down and run. Finding space at the 20. Oh, the ball's knocked loose. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession.
Well, the offense catches a break here, lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he lofts one deep over the middle. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or a possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you can see the versatility and what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Try to run it with the option. The back's got it on the pitch. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Pressure is coming. Catch made on the out route. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Trying to find the end zone off the right side. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they check him out. Getting closer, but now it's 3rd down. Can they punch it in from the 2? The offense with some pre-snap motion. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Oregon. And they go in front here in the second half.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with a big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Off the play fake on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? He'll hand it off. Tackle up near midfield at the 48. The Terrapins come to the line to run the hurry up. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. On the run, he'll let it go. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Oof, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what will be the play call?
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. He's moving out of the pocket now. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Well, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
On first down, it's play action. Looking to scramble to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Touchdown, Terrapins. This quarterback on fire today.
This is a nice touchdown and a great play call. Just get this receiver in space and let him make people miss and use his speed to get to the end zone. That's what they did here, and it pays off.
BAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. From inside the 15-yard line and bringing it out. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
Testing the right side here. Some hard running there through a tackle. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Scanning the field. It's Brown. Looking to scramble. Lets it fly to the wideout. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Maryland offense is back out on the field now. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the ball to the ground. Fumble recovered by the defense going the other way.
Boy, when you're running your quote-unquote four-minute offense, it's a combination of working the clock and getting productive yards. They were doing that. And then to end it with a fumble just ruins that opportunity. Now you give your opponent a chance to not just get the recovery, but a chance to go down and win the game.
The offensive coordinator got to love this starting field position. And on the carry, he's heading left. Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Ducks. They jump in front here in the fourth. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back. Feeding the ball. Scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just to 2 yards. And Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air.
Let's take a deep shot here. He's picked for a third time tonight. Going the other way, can they stop him? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Movement at the second level of the defense now. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Important second down play coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris, is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And he lobs it deep down the middle. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Can he take it all the way? Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Maryland offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First down, looking to throw the football. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Terrapins. Made the defense look slow that time. Extra point try coming now.
Just give this guy the ball and let him do the rest. The quarterback does a nice job of just putting the ball in the receiver's hands, and then he uses his legs to run after the catch for the touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Heading left after the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
After the first down loss, it's second and long from the 17. Looking to pass, it's Brown. Fine time, moving to his left. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
Here we are late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, third and long. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And he'll drop back here on third down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Physical run, breaking tackles. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in a fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space and lanes, and he takes off and picks up a first down.
And that's the 2-minute warning here as we set up for a close, dramatic finish to this one. The Ducks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And now the handoff. Powers through. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the handoff. He breaks free now, has room to run. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Oregon. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Give credit to this offense. They work some clock. They eventually get the ball in the end zone. Now they've got the lead. You kick the extra point, and you hope your defense can hold on so you can win this game.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the first down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Strap in for this exciting finish. The offense has one last drive. The time ticking away. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Running out of time in the pocket. And he'll scramble for a first down and importantly get out of bounds to stop the clock. That's a smart play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Trying to extend the play. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. And he'll set up to throw. Looking for his big tight end. He pulls it in for a big gain. And he'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That is perfect execution there.
You know, here in the fourth quarter with the lead, and you're the defense, I don't mind giving up some completions, but you can't let these guys get out of bounds and save the clock.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Second down now after the sack. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Pass block. Can he get in?
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the fourth quarter. It's first and goal. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, when they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.